Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel, girl. I hope you guys are all having the most fabulous day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you all with open arms. Girl, I look like the gay Beetlejuice, bitch. Beetlejuice. Hey, girl, you know what I mean? Listen, I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Girl, we gotta talk about the Blake Lively, Justin BALDONI, It Ends With Us drama because it is getting bigger and messier and bigger and messier. And you know I like things big and messy, girl. Let me stop, bitch. Listen, get comfortable, grab a snack and a drink, put your your face mask, face fans on. This is so important, by the way, best friend, because girl, the heat is not playing, girl. Anyways, listen. Justin BALDONI, Blake Lively, It Ends With Us, not very demure, okay? So, I want to give you guys like a very quick crash course on what's happening, what people are saying, what the blogs are alleging, what the headlines are conspiring, and what people might have uncovered from the drama of the film. So take a look at this, best friend.
Colleen Hoover sold the rights to It Ends With Us to a guy called Justin BALDONI. Now, he has made It Ends With Us as the director, and he co-stars in it with Blake. Now, usually, especially if the male actor involved is very involved in the production, he's the director, for God's sake, the two of them would be on every red carpet together, right? You would see them everywhere together. Not done one piece of joint promotion. They have gone out of their way to not be photographed together ever. At the big premiere last week, none of the rest of the cast was photographed with BALDONI.
This was all the proof that I needed to know that Justin BALDONI was definitely being pushed out of his director role and completely overtaken by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. He was asked at his own red carpet for the movie that he directed if he would be returning for the sequel. Here's the interview.
We do have It Starts With Us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double duty role.
I think there are better people for that one.
Justin.
I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think.
This just like breaks my heart because, you know, it's very clear that Justin is trying to stay positive about this. In all of his interviews, like he's literally getting choked up talking about how he hopes that if one person can be affected by this, if one Lily out there can break the cycle, then that's why he made this movie. But then you have headlines like this where he says, I just had to get out of the way. And it's like, oh, Blake's a creative force. Force being the key word.
So, best friend, since all of this drama started, BALDONI has officially hired a crisis PR manager. Yesterday, it went viral that he hired Melissa Nathan, the one who represented Johnny Depp during his trial with Amber Heard. So it says unnamed sources say that there was a fracture amongst the filmmakers in post-production and that Lively, who was a producer on the film, had commissioned her own cut of the film from editor Shane Reed, who was the editor of her husband Ryan Reynolds' film Deadpool and Wolverine. Another source says that Lively's cut may not indicate a feud, as it is not uncommon for a film to undergo multiple cuts during post-production, and that the filmmaking team agreed on the final cut. So it says fans on social media have pointed out that Lively and BALDONI have seldom appeared on the press tour together. They have not done one red carpet together. Over the past week, BALDONI has spoken to Access Hollywood, Today, Entertainment Tonight, Good Morning America, while Lively has spoken to Vogue, Capital FM, CBS, mornings, but not together. Fans have also analyzed the star's social media activity, including BALDONI's, noticing that no one from the team from the movie, including Blake Lively and her husband, do not follow Justin on social media. Also, Blake brought in her husband Ryan Reynolds to the movie, and he wrote one scene that is reportedly a fan favorite from the book, sparking further speculations about whether there were disputes with BALDONI over creative control. And also, some sources say that Reynolds did not write the entire scene himself, but some are saying that he did. Also, Blake Lively talked openly about a Lana Del Rey song that she wanted on the film and that allegedly Justin did not.
I did also scream when I heard Cherry by Lana Del Rey.
Right?
Yeah.
They begged me to take that song out of the movie.
Why?
I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but because they felt like it was like too charged and heavy, and things are still good with Ryle at that point, so you don't want to feel that charge. And I was like, the moment Atlas enters, things are charged and heavy.
Baldoni did say to Elle that there is always friction that happens when you make a movie like this, but said the friction is what creates the beautiful art. He has definitely only spoken highly about Blake Lively doing any type of press.
Just tell me what it was like also collaborating with Blake.
Oh, she's a creative force. She's a genius. She was involved in every aspect of this production, and everything she touched, she made better.
I mean, it all started with a letter that Colleen received from you.
Yeah.
That message must have been so heartfelt. What do you think was the words that you used that really captivated her and made her want to give you over the movie rights? I mean, she had a lot of requests.
Yeah, I don't know if, again, I feel like there was some divine guidance there. I don't think it was the words. I think it was the intention and the why that I wanted to make the movie, and the heart that I try to put in everything that I do.
Blake, talk to me about building trust with Justin, which I imagine would be crucial when filming some of those more difficult personal scenes.
Yeah, I mean, this movie was such a challenge because, you know, you have scenes that are, you know, deeply painful and traumatic and physical, but you also have scenes that are full of levity and light and romance. And normally when I see this type of character like Ryle on screen, you know what's gonna happen and you're like, that guy's full of red flags. But like, you know, the way that Colleen wrote Ryle, I think is just so, I think that's why the story resonates with so many, is you get why Lily stays.
Listen, right? First of all, can I just tell you something? And I'm just gonna be very real before we get into more mess. This movie is about domestic violence, DV, okay? And it is so sad that all this drama is being taken away from that message, because not a lot of movies shed light on something that affects millions of people worldwide. And it really, really, really makes me upset that the message is getting lost in translation because of all of this drama. So I just want to make it very clear that that is something that I definitely, you know, have an understanding about, okay? So, best friend. First of all, it is very weird that nobody posed with Justin BALDONI. It is very weird that everybody allegedly unfollowed Justin BALDONI. It is very strange that Justin BALDONI, you know, and Blake Lively have not taken one picture together. Now listen, girl, I'm gonna be very honest with you. There could be many difference of agreements in films and, you know, in work. You know, girl, I bet you can't stand one of your coworkers, bitch. You know what I mean, girl? I bet you money that there's one coworker you just can't stand. And if you work from home, you know you can't stand your ass sometimes, bitch, okay? Sometimes I cannot stand me, okay? But sometimes I'm like, girl, do not talk to me. Sebastian, I need my space. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's very normal to have like little riffs and stuff, but it's still your baby. It's still your project. It's still a work of art that has a bigger message than any drama that could have happened, right? So you would think that they could push their things to the side and, you know, embrace this moment together. But best friend, looks like something really, really, really bad happened. Now, there are new reports that are saying that allegedly Blake Lively felt like Justin BALDONI was fat-shaming her and that a kissing scene was a little too long, a little lingering, if you will. And before we get into that, best friend, just last night, it was reported that Justin BALDONI has hired a PR crisis manager because what's coming, I think, is a lot bigger than any of us can imagine. The It Ends With Us drama is just getting started. Now, Blake Lively and Justin BALDONI have been the topic of the town, and last night I reported that Justin BALDONI has officially hired a PR crisis manager. Girl, Melissa Nathan, who represented Johnny Depp during the Amber Heard trial. Yes! And now we know why. TMZ is reporting that Blake Lively felt allegedly like Justin's kissing scene lingered too long and feels he fat-shamed her. Ooh, best friend, this is getting messier than a Gypsy Rose TikTok live. says Blake Lively has told people there were multiple reasons Justin BALDONI made her feel uncomfortable on the set of It Ends With Us. Says there was a scene in which Justin lifts Blake into the air. According to sources, Justin has a history of back problems, and before lifting Blake, he went to his on-set trainer and asked how much she weighed and how he could train to protect his back from injury. Blake later found out about Justin's comment and felt he fat-shamed her. Sources tell TMZ that the second incident that allegedly made Blake uncomfortable on set is when the two engaged in a kissing scene and Blake felt he lingered longer than he should have with the kiss. Oh, Lord Jesus. TMZ broke the story. Casting crew agrees there's definitely bad blood between the It Ends With Us co-stars, but sources say Justin's not the clear-cut villain, as some people who worked on the film are standing by him. Sources say some cast members are milking the drama to market the film. Oh, Lord Jesus. What in the honey boo boo mama June Gypsy Rose is going on here? So, let's just say this, best friend. I'm gonna be very honest with you, girl, okay? I personally been fat shamed my whole life, girl. I don't think that was a fat shaming moment, okay? I don't think that was a fat shaming moment. I think fat shaming is going on set and saying, hey, Blake, put the sandwich down. You know what I mean? Like, that's fat shaming in my eyes. You know, like, hey, Blake, that shirt makes you look fat. That's fat shaming to me. But if you have a health concern and you have to lift somebody, you want to maybe ask how much they weigh so you know you don't hurt yourself, you know. And you guys know I'm the first one. I'm always defending, you know, anyone getting body shamed. I don't like to talk about people's bodies. I have been body shamed my whole entire life since I can remember. It was one of my first memories of school, always being called fat and everything, being told by teachers not to have, you know, Halloween candy. I mean, I've heard it all. And let me tell you something. I personally do not take that as fat shaming. I'm not taking it away from her experience, but I just don't think that's fat shaming. And he hired this PR manager, PR crisis manager. Yesterday was announced very late at night because maybe they knew that this was gonna come out. A lot of people believe that Blake Lively wants to, you know, literally just end his career and give him a really bad reputation. And he said, girl, that's not gonna happen on my watch. So the internet first said, let me side with Blake, because they thought it was very weird that none of the cast sided with, you know, Justin BALDONI, that nobody posed with him, that nobody followed him, right? But now people are saying that Blake Lively's the one to blame because she and Ryan Reynolds have, you know, so much power in Hollywood that anybody and everybody is scared to go against them. So they take their side automatically and leave Justin BALDONI to the side. So, best friend, listen, let me tell you something. I feel like this is going to get messier and messier. If you have to hire a PR crisis manager, bitch, you know that the waves are coming in, bitch. Listen, let me tell you something. I have another video of Blake Lively coming out because a lot of fans believe that she is the new Jennifer Lopez, which I had to do a whole separate video for that, best friend. But just going back 1 second to the movie, It Ends With Us. I actually just spoke with a friend last night. Shout out to you, Lauren. And she told me she had read the book. She told me that she had gone to, you know, the movie and she cried the whole time, that the movie was so beautifully done. And that if you are a victim and a survivor of DV, this movie is very important to watch. So it's still doing great in the movie theaters, but all you hear is about the drama behind the scenes. So I just wanted to take a second, and yes, we're talking about the, oh, hang on, I have to sneeze. This isn't me. No! Do you know that ever since I was young, anytime I sneeze, I have to sing something? Like, for many years, I did the Britney, and now I do the This Is Me Now. Girl, listen, I'm a fucking mess. But that you'll get used to that, girl. Okay, so listen, right? I'm not really entirely sure what's gonna happen, but I can tell you that unfortunately it is taken away from the message of the movie. So I just wanted to be clear that that is something that I have very, very, anytime I talk about this, any type of tea regarding this, I wanna remind anybody who is a victim and a survivor that You are worthy of a good life, that you are loved, that you are heard. In my description, I will be adding a link and a number so you guys can, reach out to somebody if you're going through that, because for me, that is more important than anything else. But anyways, best friend, I will keep you guys updated with everything. Don't you worry about a thing. That is why I am here, your new messy best friend. I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and just thank you guys so much for everything. And if you need one of these fans best friend, there's a bunch on Amazon, girl, because girl, listen, let me tell you something. It is a lot. Let me ask you another question, girl. How do these people get your numbers? Listen, Scam Only calls me more than anyone else on the planet, bitch. At this rate, like, I'm more friends with Scam Onlys than with my actual friends. Scam Onlys, they check up on me, girl. They check up on me. They call me morning, day, and night, honey. They're always making sure I'm good, bitch, okay? And I feel seen and heard by them because, damn, they call me 24/7. Where did they get my number from? I never give my number away. Anyways, girl, I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.